So we move on to another hack, and we've got some stuff to talk about today. But until then, this is called It's Another Hack with Mario in It. Yay, Demo 2. Fun fact, YouTube actually has a character limit on what you can name videos, if you didn't know. And chances are, with the rest of the show text and, optional title that I always add in, this is probably not going to fit, so this is probably going to be shortened up to something dumb. I have no idea. But anyway, I'm sure there's going to be stuff to read and whatnot. Let's see. The nefarious Koopalings have stolen 7 Yoshi eggs. It's up to you to find and rescue them before it's too late. I highly doubt we're going to be finding 7 because this is a demo. Oh, Peaceful Isle. The music in the beginning, the little title screen. Oh, and here's more stuff. Thanks for playing this demo. If you find a bug, let me know. Enjoy, Burst Man. Oh, that's great. Oh, it's got like a Mario 3 influence, Super Mario Brothers 3. I see that. You got the little P thing up there. See it? It's over there. Yep, there it is. It's right there. It's taking some influence. I don't know. I think this music is from New Super Mario Brothers Wii. But the music of the title screen was, I believe, from Fake Mario 2, which it was the end sequence where he was dreaming, and arguably, that was the best thing that came out of... I have a phone. Whoa, holy shit. Didn't even realize I was still plugged in. Someone's calling my phone. I think it might be one of my friends, but this friend seems to like calling on a restricted number a lot, which leads me to believe, like, oh, this might not be who I think it is, and I don't want to answer it, and it's some fucking stupid thing. So, regardless, there's nothing here. If he really wants to get a hold of me, he'll leave a message, and he knows that. He's probably gonna ask me something about my computer, because I was having some problems with it. I've also been switching stuff out of it and upgrading it and whatnot. But anyway, if you recall the last video, which was the final video in Toad's Dealy, apparently people were saying that I sounded really drunk. And the reason for that is actually a really odd reason. I bought a new microphone recently, which actually sounds pretty good. I don't think really anyone's pointed out that it sounds different. Like, it reduces static a lot, which is good. It reduces, like, the little whirring sound. This is, like, straight out of Super Mario Brothers 3. This really is, like, just a complete remake. Wow, that was dumb. I was just, like, hitting X in the hopes that it would work, but it didn't. But, oh, this is no longer straight out of Mario 3 anymore. I got a new mic, and it's a condenser mic. It's like a standalone, stand-up mic, and it plugs in through the USB. And for whatever reason with Camtasia, it just doesn't want to... Either there's a setting I'm missing, or Camtasia's just stupid, because I don't have this problem with Fraps. But I need to record this stuff with Camtasia, because Fraps doesn't like the emulator, or from what I've seen, Fraps just doesn't want to record it for me. That was a sweet duck. So I had to use this microphone, and the only way to get my commentary to show up is to select something called Listen to this device, which forces the system to pretty much play back the microphone audio to me while I'm talking, and it's a little bit delayed, and I have to hear an echo of myself, and it is really, really awkward trying to do any sort of commentary with that. Like, trying to listen to yourself on probably like a quarter to a half-second delay in the commentary, like you're just listening to yourself and thinking. So it sounded like I was slurring, and that is the reason. I didn't get drunk and record Mario. I mean, I don't really get drunk that much anyway, and I really don't get drunk that much alone, which would be, that would be kind of shitty. I mean, if you want to get drunk alone, go for it, but I will pass in most instances. The only real time I've done that recently was for the drunk series, which was fine. Apparently I wasn't plastered enough, but oh, okay, there we go. I'm not an obnoxious drunk, I'm sorry. Like, I don't get loud, I don't do really stupid stuff. Like, I don't know, my skill is more impaired than usual, and I say stupid stuff sometimes. Like, not outrageously stupid, which is what I was referring to, but just like, the occasional stupid thing. I'm not that super obnoxious drunk that people apparently want to watch. I'm more tame, and that was dumb too. Did my friend leave a message? I don't believe so, so that might not have even have been him. I think I'm supposed to get some computer parts in tomorrow, and that was a really short level. I'm upgrading my graphics card, and I'm upgrading my RAM. Try and make things a little bit better. again. Recently I just got a capture card in, and I switched out my hard drive because my hard drive was giving me some problems, and it corrupted at least 6 hours worth of footage on 2 separate occasions. And I'm hoping getting that new hard drive will solve the problem. I'm hoping it was just kind of a defective hard drive, so we'll see. No problems yet. I've only had it for a couple days, but you know, hopefully it buffs out and we'll be good to go on that, because it is really annoying to record like a bunch of shit, and because it's so much stuff, I can't render it out all in one sitting, so it has to sit there for a couple days. And conveniently, within those couple of days, the hard drive decided to be stupid and, you know, just not let me, you know, it just corrupts the files, and it didn't have a virus on it. I tried different things before everyone starts giving me pro tips on how to fix it. I looked it up, I tried different things, I asked my friend who's more computer savvy than I am, and he's like, I don't know, so I'm like, forget it, you know, I'll just get a different hard drive, we'll swap this thing out, fuck that old one, if it's defective or not, you know, it's, oh wow, that sucked. It's probably decently rare that hard drives are defective, but shit happens, you know, whatever, I'll get a new one, and everything's fine, and it's been okay so far. But, on the last Mario hack, some people would have noticed after I responded to a guy, someone got a little upset that I was complaining about, I believe it was certain subscribers, and it's always kind of funny when someone comes along and starts yelling at me for what I talk about in videos, like what I complain about or what I say, and how much of a whiny little bitch I am and stuff like that. And before anyone says, like, oh, don't listen to them, you know, they're just hating, they're jealous, you know, I really don't care what their reason is. I, Nova, Kutra, other people have been doing this for so long, we really don't care what other people say now, like in a negative fashion. Mostly because we've already heard everything that's, you know, that's been to be heard. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay, alright. I mean, when you're just starting out, like, if you've done videos or you want to start out doing videos, you're going to run into people who say, you know, you suck. They're going to throw everything they can in the book at you. I'd rather not go into it because I know someone's going to get upset over terminology and insults that'll be like, why did you have to quote it? Why couldn't you just, you know, just say they were saying mean things? Because someone's going to get mad that I say something that's going to offend some sort of race or sexual orientation. Not that, you know, I would try and offend these people, because, you know, like I've said, I don't hate people based on sexuality or gender or race or religious views. I just hate you if you're a douchebag. And I wouldn't even say hate. Like, hate is a pretty strong word. I would say dislike. I wouldn't say hate. Like, I'm really not gonna like you if you're a douchebag. Like, you know, I'm not gonna single an entire group out just because one person's a doucher. I'm just gonna single that person out. And people are always quick to play the race card. Oh, you don't like me because I'm black. You don't like me because I'm white. No, I don't like you because you're a douchebag. That's where it comes from. But this guy, he was complaining that I was saying, like, when I was on my whole thing about people yelling at me to switch games when I was streaming, and how I got kind of frustrated, and I was like, well, fuck this. I'll just, you know, I'll just upload videos and people can sift through it, and I won't get so many complaints. And they were saying, like, oh, you know, I wish I had your first world complaints, and, you know, people have, you know, actual real jobs. They don't get to sit around getting drunk and playing video games like you do, so you shouldn't complain. And it's always like, it's always someone who, you know, seems intelligent but is probably too smart for their own good, and comes to these random conclusions. And, you know, whatever, they were complaining like, oh, you shouldn't complain about your subscriber base like that. The majority of people know that even if people think that I'm stupid because I can't find something in a game, which I don't know how that would reflect IQ in a major fashion, but even though I complain about certain things, it's never the majority of people. Let's read this real quick. Mario has defeated Eggy Koopa and rescued the first baby Yoshi egg. Ahead lies a warp pipe, the only exit from Peaceful Isle to the larger and mysterious Topaz Isle. Island is land. And what was I saying? I was saying something about, oh yes. Even if people think that I'm dumb, I am not dumb enough to complain about the majority of my viewers to the majority of my viewers. That would be dumb. I, however, complain about the minority that happens to say stupid stuff and do stupid things, like click on Minecraft maps and bitch at me about why isn't Nova here, and is this death? This is... no, it's like half death, half secret. That's the stuff that kind of annoys me. It's like, you saw the title, I mean, you knew Nova wasn't gonna be here, but you still clicked it and you still yelled at me to get Nova, and I'm gonna get Zippo out of this, aren't I? Yep. Whatever. Yep, Zip. I didn't even get a check. I didn't even get a check on that one. They're like, you suck too much. But that's the stuff that kind of annoys me, and that's, it's just kind of a slap in the face to the people you're doing maps with or videos with, like, oh, they're not good enough unless this person's here. Like, it's just kind of an insult, and it's not fun to be like overshadowed by someone, especially when they're not even trying to be that person or take over their turf, so to speak, all that stuff. So it's just stuff like that, just little annoying things that I like to bitch about. And regardless of them being first world problems, because I'm sure people in unfortunately poorer parts of the world do not have these problems, people are going to complain no matter what, because complaining is pretty much some sort of stress reliever for most people. And regardless of their current status of being, decently happy or not. Okay, good. I was about to say, if I go plummeting in a hole, I'm going to be very